Hey bro, what the hell is all this gear for?
Ah, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of Switching Gears, brought to you by Bumm Comedy. Hey guys, so today on Switching Gears, we're going to be replacing the trunk bracket for the lift of a Cadillac CTS 2003. No, not that one, over here. Alright guys, so this is the trunk bracket. It's holding the lift to lift up the trunk. So this is the good one. I just replaced it. This is the part that's broken. So over here is the one that we're going to replace. A little notch there, that's the one that broke. It's going to be coming off. We're going to put the new one and then we're going to put the lift.
Alright guys, so this is the trunk hinge bracket that we're going to be using to replace the old damaged one on the 2003 Cadillac CTS. As you can see, it is fresh out of the box, and this one is in great, excellent condition. And here are the tools that we will be using for the replacement, which is this hinge lift. We're gonna be using a hammer. Wait a minute, I don't think we're gonna need any use for a hammer. Toss that one out, bro. And this is a wrench. And we'll be using this one to unscrew all those tight bolts that are in the Cadillac CTS. And this here is...
It's a 1-inch socket. So we're going to be using this on the ratchet wrench. So make sure you guys have a 1-inch for this part, okay?
Okay guys, now there are 4 points of contact, the 2 nuts and the 2 bolts that we need to detach in order to remove this part from the CTS. So the first step is we need to loosen up all the bolts and nuts so that we could easily remove it by hand, and once this is done, it'll make our job a lot much easier.
Number 1, working on number 2. Same time we gotta support the trunk. Once this bracket and these bolts come off, the trunk's gonna be falling down on this side, so we're gonna support it. I got 2 more to go. Alright guys, so the last bolt is off. We're just removing the bracket at this point. There it is. This is the bracket. That's the point where it was broken, so we had to replace it there. Alright, so this one's off. We're gonna put the new one now. We're gonna put it in the exact same way the old one came off, like this. Alrighty, so stay tuned.
Right now we're just tightening up the last couple of bolts and nuts, and once this is done, it should be fully intact and ready to install the rest of the parts. You think that's good, bro?
Yeah, should be good. So now we're ready to put the lift. It's got the new pin here, so that's where this is gonna go, and it should be good to go. We're gonna remove this part shortly, okay? So on the old bracket, we still have this part of the lift we gotta remove, and on the new lift, we still have this pin from the old bracket that broke off, which was supposed to be there. So that's how it went, and that's how it went. This thing broke off. That's why we had to replace the entire bracket. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull this pin out of its way by pushing it upwards. Just get a flat head screwdriver. Alright, almost there. I don't know if you guys can see it going up. There we go. So once that comes up, this thing easily, the ball of this joint easily comes off. Alright, we're going to do the same with the other one, and then we're going to attach this to the new bracket. Alright guys, so we removed the lift from the old bracket. We got this part of the lift that just screws on right here. So we're going to go ahead and screw it on first before we actually apply it. Alright, so we got that screwed on. The whole point is for it to be just like this one, okay? It's going to be like that. Even though it looks a little longer, it's going to be pushed in, the hydraulics on it. So that's what helps the trunk kind of lift up, hence the name of this is lift. Alright, so we're going to start by placing this here. We're going to put the small bracket over this. Actually, I should put the bracket first. I'm going to put the bracket over this, and I'm going to need a screwdriver, so I'll bring the screwdriver shortly. Put this here, and then we're going to work our way down and then put this one in as well, okay? So stay tuned. Alright guys, so now that you got this little pin halfway in, this little bracket here, you don't want to put it all the way in, just make sure it's barely there. I'm gonna attach the other one. Alright, so we're gonna, what the fuck?
What's that?
I don't know, dude. Does that fit there?
I don't think that's the right piece.
Oh, shit.
That's like a roly-poly, bro.
Roly-woly? Alright, there it is.
There you go.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna put this one in as well, okay? Alright, there we go. So the lift is on. It's attached on the ball hinge right here and at the hinge at the bottom. So all we gotta do is just push these little pins right back down so it doesn't come undone, and it should be good to go after that. Alright, so we're gonna push this one up. It's giving me problems, but it's almost there. Alrighty guys, so the pin's on, it's secured, pin's on, secured. So we got a new bracket, we got some new lifts. That bracket's also new, we installed it a few weeks ago. A new lift on this side, and then the trunk looks beautiful. See? Open, close, all by itself. So open, like magic.
Alright guys, well there you have it, another episode of Switching Gears. We switched the hinge bracket on this beautiful lift on a 2003 CTS Cadillac, and it's the same process. It doesn't have to be the same make or model of vehicle. It's pretty much the same steps on different models, but if you have any questions, put it down in the comment box below, and keep it Bumm. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll be here for you guys. Yeah. Keep it Bumm.